Okay, so today's day 4 of sequel. So I hope you remember. So yesterday it was, sorry for that. I was not feeling well yesterday, so that's why it needs to be cancelled. So today's day 4. So whatever we have covered, it's especially on DQL. If you could remember, we have started the sequel classes with DDL and DML. So DDL and DML, those have been responsible table structure modification as well as table data manipulation. After that, we have started DQL. It's especially the select queries and all, by which we can visualize the data as per the desired or required manner, but we cannot manipulate the data inside the table. We just can visualize the table by writing select query. Okay. So in the SQL, some of the things are still left. I'm just going to cover these things. Just have a quick concept. Maybe those kind of questions you can face in interview as well. So let me share my screen. Yeah, it's already shared. Just trying to open my workbench as well. Okay. So what is your first concept? Concept of dummy table. So till now, what we are doing, we are just doing select star from some table to check the data. Select is a keyword, from is a keyword. Table, whatever table we have created earlier in the database, you can just put it. Select star from table name. You can select and execute it. Okay. So the data should be looking like in this manner. But there is a concept of dummy table. So for our calculation purpose or anything, we can get help or dummy table. In dummy table, there is one row and one column. Just for our calculation purpose, we can check it. How to check that thing? So you can directly put select. I'm not choosing any table name. Rather, I can do select. Suppose 5 plus 6. I'm doing a calculation from dual. Dual is the dummy table name over here. Okay. There is only one column, one row. Means only one cell, one value I can insert. It's a temporary table available over here. And this kind of calculation, if we just, there is a big analytical calculation and we just want to give it a go, or we just want to try it, the analytical function, then we can quickly try in this way. If our desired output is met, we can use that particular function or that particular calculation in our main SQL query. Okay. Even if we just cannot use this dual, it is also fine. We can just put select 5 plus 6. I can execute the same thing as well. Okay. So it's for everything. I can also use concatenation. Concat function over here too. Two different string, I can pass it over here. So this kind of stuffs, I'm not choosing any table. It's just for our calculation purpose. That particular thing is called dummy table. Okay. So I'm using a string function, that is concatenation, concat function, and it's just appending two strings together, A and B. The output is AB. But there is no such table name and anything. Just I'm doing this way. Okay. So this is concept of dummy table. Moving to the next slide, date function. So first of all, I haven't told you earlier what is date data type. Okay. In the table, we can introduce, yeah, already a date data type is there. If I can choose employee, you can see date of birth is date data type. The other thing is integer, varchar date. But I can also use this thing as a varchar type as well. But why we are choosing date data type? Because if the particular column is having date data type, we can use lots of date related function. Okay. So that's why whichever column is should be in date format, we can pick it as varchar, but rather not use varchar over there. If we are using varchar, we cannot use in the further calculation, we cannot use date related operation. There are lots of inbuilt functions available on top of data type. But if we cannot use that thing, we will not able to perform the same. I'll be giving you some example before that. But just to let you know, for MySQL, data type is having a default format. Okay, the format should be always YYYY MMDD. So in this format, we have to give it an entry over here. If I change this format, then it will be considered as a string. Okay, suppose let me give you some example over here. For employee ID 116, this one I'll try to input some date. Okay, just like what should be the command? Update. It's a DML. I'll be updating the data. Update table. Set DOB equal. Suppose let me put 27th. I'm just putting a different manner. Now it should be 2007. This kind of stuffs. I'm passing these stuffs over here where employee ID equal 116. It's throwing me an error. Incorrect date value. So this is a date, but it's having date data type. So why, I mean, while it's having data type, we cannot insert this thing in this manner. It should be following only one structure. And for MySQL DB, that particular default structure of date is this YYYY We can insert in this way as well, MM/DD/YYYY, but it should also throw the error because it will not consider this thing as a data type over here. Rather, it should be a string or varchar for MySQL database. Okay, we just have to follow only this. But for other database as well, if you just go to Oracle, if you just go to MS SQL Server, each of the database is having their own default date format. So over there, maybe you can see some of the database, they are choosing this thing. Okay. Some of the database, they are choosing a different format too. So each of the database, the other format should be considered as a string. Okay. So be careful. What is the date format for each of the database and go ahead in the desired way. Okay. Let me update the data in another manner. Suppose 2007 November means 11 slash date 27. Okay, it's successfully executed. Let me run the employee table. For 116, you can see the data has been updated. It's recognized as a proper date field over here. Okay. Now, what kind of operation I can do on top of this data type? So you can see lots of things are available. Day, month, year, date difference, date dip, current date. Okay, current date is a, let me show you current date. I'm just putting current date. Or rather, I can put current date over here in a dummy table. It will pick the system timestamp. Okay. Suppose in such a calculation, we need current date. So we can CURRENT. My spelling was wrong. Okay. We can see current date. There is current date time. So we can pick it whenever I'm triggering the query. The current date timestamp it will be taking from system and it will be giving my output. So that kind of things is also required for any kind of calculation. What are the different date function? Let me show you. Suppose we have, let me print entire star, and on top of the last column, what is the last column? DOB. So DOB. I'll be putting those functions. Suppose day. I'm extracting day. I'm extracting month from DOB. I'm extracting year from DOB. Okay. Can see from each of the DOB, I'm creating different columns. The first one is extracting month. I mean date. Date should be 4. Fourth, 6 means June. Okay. And the year is 1990. So this way we can impose date, different date related functions on top of date data type. If it's a string, then we cannot use this kind of thing. Even we can use lots of functions are available over there. This is few examples over here. Suppose you have the criteria, you have to create the age of the employee. Okay, how to create that thing? So do one thing. Uh, okay, there's a date diff. So date diff means we can use current date over here, and I can use date difference. Okay, so I'll be calculating the age of each of the employee. So I'm creating a date difference between date of birth and current date to get the total date difference where he has born. So this should be passed at the earlier. Current date should be at the beginning. If there is any issue while understanding, please let me know. I'm using a function. Yes, so the date difference means the day difference between current date and when the particular employees has been took part. This is the total difference. Let me divide it by 365. I can get the age. Okay. So the employee age is 32 days and this many. After decimal point, we can get this many things, but you can round up the thing. You put a round function at the beginning too. Okay. So this is a quick age calculation. You can see over here. Okay. I just calculated the age by this manner. Let me try another way. I can do another way. So let me extract year from date of birth. Okay. Let me also pick it up year from current date. Okay. So I'm extracting year for both of them and I'm doing a subtraction. It should be age as well. Age 2. I'm just aliasing it as age 1 and age 2. Okay. So I'm doing nothing. I'm just extracting year from current date. I'm extracting year from date of birth. I'm doing a subtraction over here. So here we can also get the desired output. Both of the thing is age calculation. It can be used either of whatever of ease of the calculation we can go ahead. We can do the similar manner. But this is very similar, simple one. Rather than that thing, we have to do lots of functions on top of that. Okay. So I think there is any doubt from anyone? How we are calculating age? By using or imposing date related function on top of date of birth only we can get the age. Okay, those are the age column. Age 1 is calculated by this way and age 2 is been calculated by this way. Okay, so hope there is nothing. I'm just moving to the next slide. Conditional statement on top of select query. The same thing actually I just want to mention first. In select query, apart from the original columns list, we can create the calculation column that is already been proved over here. Okay, so I can print this thing and after that I'm choosing my own way of declaring the data. I can also hard code the value. How to hard code it? Just I can pass uh, suppose ABC as address. Okay, I'm passing this way. Okay, H2 has been split. Okay, I'm just adding one more column, address, whose default data should be ABC. And it's a hard-coded one. Okay, so this way we can add a new columns over here. It's on select query. It's not getting added in the table itself. While doing the select query, this kind of columns we can add as per our visualization purpose. Okay, hope there is no doubt. Now, if we just want a conditional statement to do a, I mean, the column should be created on based on some calculation or conditional. How to do that thing? I'm just erasing everything over here. Hope everything is understandable in this point. Just doing a select star from employee. Okay. So, okay. So based on the salary structure, I want to create another column over here. It's a calculative column, of course, and it should be generated on top of salary calculation. So let's create a particular column just to let everyone know. I mean, what kind of salary, whether it's highly paid salary, whether it's a mid paid salary, or whether it's a low paid salary. So these three kind of structure we can create as a new column. How to create that thing? We'll be using salary as a failed to have a conditional logic over here. So how to do that? Let me put star, that is fine. Star means I'm just fetching all the columns, comma, the new calculation will be beginning over here. I'm using a case statement. It should be operating on top of salary. Case when salary is y is greater than equal, suppose 120, 1 lakh 20, then let me put high paid, highly paid. Okay. Uh, case. Okay, I do not have to put case anymore. When salary greater than equal, suppose let's take 80,000 and salary less than 20, 1,20,000, then Meet paid. At the end, we can put else. Else should be just like it is not following any of this thing, or we can put also less than 80,000, anything. I'm putting else low paid. Okay. I need to end the case statement and I'm putting an alias name, and it should be that particular thing should be incorporated in a column name. What should be the column? Uh, When we put salary range, that should be a new column. Okay. Inside that thing, we will be printing the value. Let me just get the output. In the salary range from employee. There is an error. Okay. An issue was there. Salary. Yes. So we can get this output. This is our new calculative column based, I mean, we are doing a conditional operator on top of our existing column that is called salary. And this is a new column we have introduced. And that particular thing will be working on top of salary as per the logic. If the particular salary is more than 1,20,000, then it should be highly paid. Okay. So you can get highly paid for this one. Okay. And if this is in between 80,000 and 1,20,000, it should be mid paid, just like this manner, only one mid paid. And if this is less than the mid paid range, then it should be lower paid. So I'm just doing on top of salary, I'm doing a calculation, a conditional operation I have imposed over here, and I'm getting this salary range column. Okay. I think Pratusha, you have opened your video. Maybe mistakenly, I'm not sure. So, yeah, if there is any doubt from anyone, kindly tell me and let me know. Any doubt from anyone? Soumya, Pratusha, Vamsi, Harish.
No, sir.
Okay, it's fine then. Okay, so this is creation of a new column based on an existing calculation of an existing column. Okay, that's it. Moving to the next topic, analytical functions. Those three functions are also called Windows function. Why it's called Windows function? I'll be coming, I mean, this thing later. Just moving to this one. So, row number, rank, and dense rank. Okay. So, okay. How to use that thing? Let me check. Okay. As per the requirement, let me create a new rank. Ranking system I'll be creating on based on either experience or salary. Let me choose experience. Okay. So I'll be putting rank. I mean, the most experienced person should be having the highest rank. Okay. Rank one, rank two in this manner. So I'll be creating a new column, just like the same salary range. I'll be creating a new column called rank. Okay. And this rank thing, it how that should be calculated based on this experience column. The more experienced person should be having the highest rank. How to do that thing? What should be the command? So we can use each of them for row number, rank, and dense rank for the same purpose, but there is some minute change for each of the function. I'll be coming to this thing. Let me show you first how it should be working with row number. Obviously, select star should be there, and the last column I'll be doing the calculation. So let's use row number. Row number over Okay. So mentioning order by experience in descending manner. So row number is a function. It should be working on top of experience. So I'm ordering the experience in descending manner. That means the most experience should be coming at the top and the least experience should be coming at the end. So that thing will be helping me to generate the rank. Okay. I'm putting RNK or RANK anything or rank underscore employee EMP, which will be taking this rank from employee table. Okay. So you can see it's been sorted out based on experience and I can get this rank. It should be clear to everyone. So we can get the most experience 20 is rank 1 is having rank 1, 16 is rank 2, 15 is rank 3, 10 is rank 4, 6 is 5 and 6, 5, 2, 2, 2, and those are 8, 9, 10. Now the thing is, what is the usefulness of rank and dense rank? We already learned row number. Only one doubt everyone should be having. Both of this is having six number of ages of experience is 6. Number of years of experience is 6. But why I'm putting this number as rank 5 and why I'm putting this one as rank 6? What is how we are segregating this? Maybe that particular employee, he or she can complain about that thing. So they are having same experience, but why their ranking system is different? So that is why the drawbacks of row number will be coming. So based on which particular column I'm doing the row number, it will, if that particular column is having the same value, it will be checking what record has been inserted the database at the earliest. Okay. Based on top of the entry of the database row, it will let us know which kind of rank it should be receiving, whether it should be top or second rank. Okay. So that's why there are 2 6 over here. It will be checking which record has been inserted into the table at the earlier. It is this one. That's why it's got the first precedence to get rank fifth. Okay. So that is why rank function is coming into the picture. Rank. I'm just eliminating row number. I'm putting rank over here to check what is the difference. The particular syntax is same. Just I have removed row number and put rank instead of that. No other syntax change. Okay. So we can see 6 over here and they are receiving the same rank 5. So rank is working fine over here. It will not check which particular record is having inserted earlier. Rather, on based on a particular column, if particular column is having same value, it should be the same rank should be there. Okay. Now, what is dense rank? In rank, you can see one thing: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 2 5 for 2 6 6 years experience people. That's why 2 5 rank is there, and they have omitted sixth rank position because you can see till this thing they have included 6 people. 6 years of age or experience is repeated twice. So they have used fifth rank twice over here. That's why they haven't introduced sixth rank. Okay. So it said are directly going to seventh rank. Okay. After that, there is 2 2 2. 888. If there is any other record for year experience, then there should not be 9 over here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, that should be 11 rank. So while doing rank function, we can miss some of the ranking numbers. If in one position multiple peoples are there, then we can lose some of the rank points. Okay. So over here we have lost sixth rank position. If we use the dense rank, that is why we can use dense rank. This is not a drawback. This is a ranking system based on our particular thing. Okay, dense rank. We can see dense rank has eliminated this issue. It's not actually issue. It's another technique of visualization of the ranking system. Okay, dense rank, we cannot lose ranking 6 or 6th rank position. Can introduce 556 and it should be there. Again, 6th is its ending over here. Then I'm starting with 777. If there is any other person, it should be starting with 8. Okay. So this is the usage of row number, rank, and dense rank. In interview, if you are preparing for interview, you can just quickly prepare what is the difference between these three. They might have asked you the questions. They'll be giving you a scenario. They'll be telling you which kind of ranking function you should be using. Okay. Let me introduce one more thing. So suppose I don't want to see in this manner. I want to see, uh, maybe a particular person can raise a concern that why the IT people, BPO people, HR people are coming into the same ranking function. Those particular department are different. There is a difference between each of the department, and the salary structure is also different. So why we are coming in a same ranking system? Okay. So how to solve that issue? We can partition the entire data set with some windows. The windows can be based on a particular column. Suppose it can be on top of department. So how to introduce that? There should be a keyword called partition. Okay. A partition. Let me put partition. Partition by particular column name. Let me put department. Okay. So first of all, I'm partitioning the entire data set on top of department. That's why it's called Windows function. I can split the data set into multiple windows. After that, each of the window, on top of each of the window, we can calculate this ranking system. Okay, let me run it. So we can see first, the department has been segregated on top of business associates, BA, and the experience of BA 10 and 6. I'm putting ranking 1 and 2. Then it's coming BPO. I'm segregating two different people is having BPO roles. So between BPOs, we can give this ranking system. Then BUIT is coming. Only one BUIT is there with 16 years of experience. So only one rank should be useful. After that, HR is there. It's having 15 2, that should 1 and 2 as rank. Then IT department should be coming based on their salary and pay structure, can give ranking 1, 2, and 3. Okay, based on their experience, sorry, not salary. Based on their experience, I'm giving the ranking system. So you can see, for each of the department, the ranking system has been segregated. It's in department ranking system. So that can be useful for everything. I can use rank as well over here. I can use row number 2. Partition by can be used. That's why all those things are called Windows function. We can impose or split the data set into multiple windows, and then after that we can use that kind of ranking system on top of that. Okay, so hope there is no issue. If there is any issue, please tell me, but those are very much important. Okay, okay, now moving to the other topic. So DQL is almost completed. We have learned DDL, we have learned DML, we have learned DQL. The special, most of the basic things we have covered. Maybe there is some advanced level of stuffs are still available. We can solve those things in our hands-on exercises. I'll be giving you some exercises to cover up. So try to solve this thing by your own, and we can solve the same thing again in the next day. There we can solve the advanced level of queries. Okay. Now I'll be covering DCL and TCL one by one. So first TCL. TCL is called Transaction Control Language. So whatever query we are writing over here, especially it should be on top of DML. Okay. So for the SQL, the DQL things, we are not updating any data inside a table. Okay. It should be only manipulation language where we are updating the data inside a table. But the thing is whether there is, just like when we are putting something in Notepad or Word or anything, we are going to save it for each of the things. The same thing is there, it's a commit. So whatever data we are manipulating, we need to commit it. Commit means whether we are saving the data in the database itself. Let me show you with an example. Okay. First of all, DDLs are auto committed. So when we are updating any table structure, that should be auto saved. Then and that point of instance, the particular table structure will be saved into the database. But for DML, DML is not auto committed or auto saved. It's based on the database as well. Some of the database you are working, maybe you can see the commit option you do not have to press, because it's whatever DML or data manipulation you are doing, it's auto saved. But especially those are the updated ones, especially it should not be auto saved. So how to put commit? Okay, so let me update something. Let me update the salary structure of money. This one from 60,000 to 70,000, because he has received an increment in last month. Okay, I'm updating money salary structure by update statement. Update table name. Update table name. Set salary equal 70,000, where employee ID equal 119. Okay, I'm updating this 60,000 to 70,000. So I performed a DML over here. Let me check. It's an DML operation. I performed on top of the employee. We can see money's salary has been increased to 70,000. It's fine. But that particular transaction is not been saved over here till now. So if that instance, I lost the instance of this database, suppose I'm just closing this instance, I'm relogging. I'm relogging into the database. I'm doing the same select star from employee. I can see for money, it was updated to 70,000, but that particular transaction has been lost. Okay. So that is the role of transaction control language. We can control the transaction. So whatever changes has been performed, we should have to commit it. COMMIT, it's a keyword. We can quickly execute it, or there is a button of committing this one. We can press this one. After the transaction, we want that transaction to be saved into the database. The DML, actually, this can be happen for each and every DML. It can be applicable for insert command, update command, and delete command too. Okay. So each of the after each of the transaction, if I just execute commit, that means that transaction will be saved into the table, employee table. Now, if I remove the database instance and relogging it, you can see it is properly updated to 70,000. Let me just update it to 70. Then I can commit it. Then I can check the table. It is 70,000 even after logging up from database, logging in again. I can check there is that has been committed with no, other modification. It's properly modified after the last modification. Okay. It's just like a saving a WordPad or Word, anything. Okay. There are multiple things called save point and rollback. What are the things? So each of the transaction, after each of the transaction, you can create one save point. Okay. How to do that? Suppose I'm updating money's payslip from 70,000 to 75. I executed it and I'm putting a save point. Save point S1. This is the save point name. Okay. I have executed it. So in S1, that particular instance of database has been stored. Okay. I'm again updating it for money. I can see, yeah, we have to increase again a bit from 75,000 to 80,000. Okay, let me execute it. And after this transaction, I can put this transaction should be stored in S2. Save point S1, save point S2. So both of the transaction has been saved by this temporary save point. So now let me just check what is the latest status for money salary. It's 80,000. After this logic, it's 80,000. But I haven't committed till now anything. If I commit now, then everything should be present at the latest statement. What I have executed in the latest statement, that should be saved permanently into the database table. But I haven't saved it. So now it's time for rollback to what suppose there is a faulty system for this point 80,000. So audit may come and let me know. Audit may ask me why I have increased 80,000. The previous salary structure was fine. So I can quickly roll back the change. Roll back to AS1, save point AS1. If I just execute it, if I run the thing again, I can see it is 75,000. That means I am eliminating this transaction from the database. I am just rolling back the transaction till S1. What I have saved till S1 point. Okay, so this is the concept of rollback and save point. But commit is having the higher precedence. If I commit at any point, that the particular thing would be captured in database. Okay. Any understanding issue from anyone for commit, save point, and rollback? Those are coming under TCL, that is transaction control language. Okay. Those are not very much important for your data engineering purpose, but just for your knowledge, I'm mentioning it to you. Maybe you are not using commit anymore. Your database is by default is auto committed for DMLs. DDS is auto committed for every database. But for DMS, it's not auto-committed for everything. Okay. Moving to the next topic, DCL. It's the last one. DCL is data control language. It's specially not for us, not for the data engineers. It's specially for the DBAs, database administrator. So they are using these two keyword, grant and revoke, for giving permission for different data engineers. Maybe some roles to have DDL permission. Maybe there are roles to have only DML permission. Maybe the roles is having on top of some particular databases. Okay. I have lots of databases in my host. I mean, databases mean database schemas. It's like Ronnie test, Shakila, Sys, Teradata training, world. So which database, which particular role I required. So based on that, the database administrator give us permission. They're using this kind of keyword, grant and revoke. Okay. So just to let you know, just for your information, this has been controlled by the DBAs, not by the data engineers. Okay. And they're using this kind of commands. That's about DCL, data control language. Yeah. So I think we are almost covered everything on top of DQL, and almost all the SQL stuff has been completed. And those are today's course. I'll be giving you an exercise over here to be solved. We can check it in next day, maybe tomorrow class. It is very simple exercise. Okay. I'm pasting it over here. The particular exercise, I mean, there are two exercises. This is the first one. This is the second one. Okay. I'm giving it to you. How I can share it? Let me check. Give me 1 second. Okay. Download this thing at your system. Try to read it out what it's been mentioned. There are two different exercises. Try to solve this thing by your own, just to enhance your knowledge. Okay. So there are two different Excel file having the data. So based on the data, you have to create tables for each of the subject areas. Merge all the table and keep it in a separate table. Create another table which should be merging of all the data set present over here. And those are the different SQL or DQL statement you have to do. Different aggregation function. In the next example, similar kind of stuffs are also there. So just read this thing out. It should hardly take 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, I mean, 15 to 20 minutes for each of them. As if you are quite new, but if you are quite experienced, then it should hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. So give some time and try to solve it. It should be a fun if you can solve it. Nothing else. I'll be trying to solve, or we can do it together in tomorrow's session. Okay. Hope you have downloaded it at your system. If there is any doubt or anything, you can tell me now. Any issue from anyone for today's session, whatever we have learned, the Windows function, the conditional operator, anything? Okay, hopefully no. So let's connect tomorrow. And there are some rest of the stuffs we need to cover for SQL perspective. And after that, We can solve this exercise in tomorrow's session. Okay, then. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining the session. Bye bye. Have a great day. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.